And we are visible and live and hopefully audible. Are you able to check the
Yes.
audibility?
Give me a sec. I need to swap which thing is muted and which thing is not. Mute and unmute and continue to say something.
Yes, say things. I will say things, and game will have music.
You hear me quietly, but that's possibly because of my settings.
Hmm. So my microphone is set
Yes, I
to
think I am quieter than
higher
you,
than.
but
Yes, you are.
am
Let me
audible.
let me make you on par with me. Oh no, that's not controlling you. Desktop audio is controlling you. Desktop audio is louder than I
Great.
am.
Oh, do you want me to go back and keep checking for the sound levels?
No, I think it's okay. I mean, other people will
All right,
also tell us if things are like terrible.
that's true.
All right. I'm going to switch to seeing you only in the video uh, so that I can monitor what's going on and also see the game.
Also, speaking of things about the stream, this is a very small thing, but it's irrationally bothering me. You are way to the side of your little circle of
Oh,
your camera on your stream.
that's unfortunate. Let's find out if I can fix it. Hang on.
If you can't, it's not the end of the world. It's just, and I mean, I'm not centered either, but like that doesn't matter. As with with a square, it bothers me less than with a circle for some reason.
Nope. I need to just move my chair. And then everything will be better. Do you want me
There
to
you go.
attempt to adjust your rectangle?
Nah, I don't care as much for me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, I can, at least in theory, Yeah, you're not even locked. Why am I not being able to move you? I should be able to move you. Da da da. Da 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 da. How's now?
Oh, yes. I see. I was looking away, but now, I am in fact much more centered.
Yes. And your little flags behind you are much more centered, which are also a good thing. All right. So we just got to the mine. We went to the woods with Stella and
Yep.
noticed Wayne there. Well, we noticed Wayne. Uh the game us did not notice Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
He's
right.
just kind of everywhere.
He really is. It's very annoying.
Very creepy.
Is this where we get to actually yank his thing off? Because I never
Yeah.
got to do that, I don't think, and I want to see what's under there. Okay. Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Hey, y'all have a good walk?
It was all right.
You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you?
Nope.
That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan?
I guess we just go talk to people.
I guess so.
I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines.
Tabitha?
Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many.
We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there.
If you,
Da,
if
da,
you scroll
da.
down,
Yeah.
Powerful Built in Street Smart has a fun response to this.
Yeah. A powerful
There's
build one is also.
Build, and there's a Street Smart, and then there's a Powerful Build in Street Smart of I was born for this role.
I'm actually kind of thinking that's probably the correct way to go here.
Yeah.
With our personality, we were totally
Yes.
born for this. Count me in. I was practically born for this job. You're gonna do great. So, the plan. You know those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date?
Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance setup in the back of your van that I didn't know about?
What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way.
Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough.
Aw, thanks. I do my best.
I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah?
Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes.
Hey!
Can you hear us? Try saying something. I'm pretty sure something is what I'm going to say.
Legit.
Something. Stella and Kanika chuckle on the other end of the line.
Alright, cool.
Nothing to do now but enter the work site.
I figure I might as well read for the miners.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that makes sense. You pass through the
All the questions.
unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Okay, so should we do the explore?
If you want.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes a difference either way.
I'm in. All right, Morpheus. Good to know. All right, I'm assuming we're going to talk to the miners and not just to run to
Yeah.
Tabitha, right? Yeah, okay. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shoulders man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax.
Got a reason to be bothering us? I would not open with, hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin.
I met this guy on the bus.
Oh yeah, you can ask around about him to all of the miners, and they'll be like, "I have no idea who you're talking about." It doesn't unlock anything though, so
Yeah, no. I figure we should ask about weird things and then Wayne.
yeah.
Seen anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down.
Weird how?
Mm, let's just go from the top.
Yeah.
Like weird animal sightings?
Nope. You've been talking to that townie? No, wait. Which one is Harrison? That's the girl, right? Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Oh,
That is.
great. I'm also Stella. Wait, are they talking about me? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Yep, that's me, all right. And aw, that's so sweet. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all.
In the summer?
I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Heh, maybe it's that global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now.
Have you heard any weird noises coming from the woods?
Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Though it might have been or thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet.
Should we ask about mine knocking?
Yes.
Have you heard any knocking in the mines?
Can't barely hear nothing when the machines are going down there. He's right. It's loud as shit. It does sound like knocking, though, the way the machine pounds through the rock. Not sure if that's what you were thinking. You're not asking about Tommy knockers, are you? Tommy what nows? Tommy knockers. They're like an old Welsh myth. Little guys that live in mines and knock on the walls before they collapse. Nothing like that around here.
People getting sick? Like more than usual?
Nope, nothing like that. I feel fit as an ox. We have good working conditions in this mine, and our health is wholly looked after.
Uh-huh. I've got a couple of other questions. Ask them about Wayne. Okay, let's ask about Wayne. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne?
Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut up. Missed that dude.
I guess we keen-eye this. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? I met him last night. Good question.
Wait, what? No way. Wow, I lost the accent on that one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Isn't that guy isn't that the guy y'all said was well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't even skipped town, huh? A pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me. What a relief. I thought something awful had happened to the poor guy. I mean, I think something awful did happen to him, but oh well.
Yeah, let's press them. What do you think happened to him? ...
What are you? Some sort of cop? They know that you're
Yeah.
cousin, so that's the like you're normally very good at lying, but like they legit know that you're Tabitha's cousin.
So should I just go just tell me what happened?
No, because if you push them, they just get angry and they walk off.
Okay, so should I remain silent or say I'm Tabitha's cousin?
Yeah, I mean, if you want the option to talk to them at all, like, I think remain silent's fine, honestly. Like,
Okay.
there's not really anything more to say here,
Yeah, that's true.
other than press them and make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, right. You remain silent.
Yeah, I don't like the smell of this one bit. I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Sorry.
The miners pack up their things and leave.
Maybe it was just me, but they seemed to think Wayne was dead, right?
It wasn't just you. Don't worry about the miners storming off like that. That's some pretty good info. Alright, shall we approach the next group?
Next group.
You head over to the next group of miners. A flash of movement in your periphery stops you in your tracks. There's something lurking in the shadows to your right, and against your better judgment, you turn to face it. So far, we don't see anything until we
Yeah.
Hi, Absurd Nerd! Thank you for stopping by to say hi!
Hello.
Alright, we turn to face it. Oh, look, it's Wayne. Are you gonna do Wayne?
I can do Wayne.
Okay.
Let me get in the right voice.
Get the Wayne
You shouldn't
voice.
be up here. It's dangerous.
Show him who's boss if you want to get that off.
Yeah, I do. Whoever this group is, he doesn't seem to understand who's boss around here. You rush forward to throw a punch, but before you even finish swinging, the figure's already moved to your side. Pull down the veil.
There you go.
While you recover from your swing, your other hand shoots up and reaches towards the veil, covering the figure's face. Whoa.
Bam.
As your fingers wrap around it, your body is thrown back by a forceful shove as the figure bounds back towards the shadows. But we don't actually see much.
No, we don't, but that's still... That is the moment. That is the secret
Yeah.
powerful Street Smart only moment.
You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask.
Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. The veil you pulled from his head lies on the ground in front of you. It's stained and yellowed with what you can only assume is a film of pus and dead skin.
You.
I hope we can pick it up. Hey, streamer, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Okay. Have you seen that movie with Jodie Foster? I think it's called, Contact. Where basically she's grown up working for SETI and listening for aliens, and they get a message in some transmission bouncing back, and they think it's a schematic to a thing, and they convince Congress to pay for it, and they build a thing, and it's sabotaged, but they've built a second thing because they thought it would happen, and she goes in the thing, and she has this weird thing where she thinks she's on Venus and she's talking to her dead father and stuff. And she returns, and everybody's like, yeah, you didn't go anywhere, nothing moved, and all we got was static. And she's very disappointed, and just as the movie is ending, they say, yeah, but it was 18 hours of static.
Oh, wow.
And the assumption there is they completely blocked any transmission of anything, but she really did, something happened, she went somewhere.
Right.
With a healthy dose of allusion to the 18 minutes of static on Nixon's tapes.
Oh, fair enough. I will be right back because I don't have my water.
Oh, yes, go get water. Hydration is important. In fact, I'm pretty sure everybody should hydrate, and I don't think I have a hydrate thing anymore. Do I? Does that still work? Nope. Well, consider yourselves told to hydrate, everybody. Yay, hydration. Also, I kind of really want to pick up that rag and, like, do experiments on it or see what was, like, actually going on with Wayne's stuff. But on the other hand, it's like 12 kinds of gross, so I'm not sure.
Well, I did not find my water bottle, but I have barley tea, so that'll suffice.
That will suffice. Also, I highly recommend putting a tile on your water bottle.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea.
All right. Do we tell them about Wayne? I think we do.
Yeah. We've been open about Wayne so far.
Yeah,
No reason
it's
not
true.
to be.
It is true. I had a tussle with Wayne.
Whoa, I thought I saw some action down there. Are you okay?
Yeah. I managed to grab his mask, veil, whatever was on his face. Did you get a good look at him?
Oh, so you could cover for Wayne here if you wanted.
Yeah, but like, what do I say?
I think no, but I took a look at the mask.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you didn't get a really good look at it.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I took a look at the mask and it was disgusting. That's another check mark for the he is sick with something weird theory.
I hate to say it, but between the way those miners talked about him and how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost?
You hate to say it? Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost.
Okay,
Also,
I'm just gonna say,
ghosts aren't real.
yes, sorry. I'm just gonna say, as a player, I would go for zombie. I would assume zombie before I'd assume ghost.
Yeah, that's because he's very much animated
He's
dead thing going
Very
there.
solid flesh and blood, but
And
has
gross and
people-
decomposing, yeah.
Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing streamer.
He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right?
The plot thickens. Yeah, I'd say the top one.
Yeah.
Feels most in character.
Wayne trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave.
Heck yeah, streamer. We've got your back.
All right, shall we go and approach more
Yes,
miners?
because now we get to talk to Isaacs.
Right, yes, that's important.
Hey there. Can we help you with something?
I guess let's go in order and talk about Wayne first.
Well, you might want to do the out of the ordinary lately first, because that won't put them on their guards as much.
Oh, that's true. Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately?
Like what?
Have you seen any weird animals?
Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between.
Any odd noises in the woods?
I heard something a few nights ago. Like nothing I've ever heard. Some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaacs, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off.
Tabitha.
It can't be that bad here, right?
Have people been getting sick?
You a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health.
Have you heard any knocking in the mines?
Knocking? Not that I've heard. Can't hear shit down there with the machines and men working. My dad used to work these mines before they brought in the continuous miner. The big machine, that is. He told me stories about something that sounded like someone was pounding on the walls. No offense, Isaacs, but your daddy had a few screws loose. Rodriguez, he was a fine man.
That's all on that front, thanks.
Anything else?
Okay, now we ask about Wayne.
Yes, absolutely.
Do any of you know a man named Wayne?
Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him?
I'm assuming we just say that he's following us, like we don't say we just saw him. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if there's like a specific one of these you have to say to make sure that you get to slip Isaac something.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's I heard he went missing. Well, we'll be able to go back, I think.
It, right. We can go back through the audio saves.
Yeah. Let's say I heard he went missing. I heard he went missing.
Dead, more like. No, come on, man. There's no way. How could he just die? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, do you think? No. No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about?
Dot, dot, dot.
I told him not to get involved with her. I told him.
So...
Yeah, no, I think you needed to ask the other one. You say one of the other ones.
Yeah, let's, where are our auto save? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay, auto, let's see.
I think the one the second one?
This one? No.
No,
This one.
The one above it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Because it auto saves at every choice.
Right. Okay, so it's not.
He's been following me.
Okay. He's been following me.
Oh, thank God! Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? I'd say the folks at the general store because that's more reliable.
Yeah. That's what the folks at the general store have been calling him, Kanika and Sybil.
Good people, but I don't expect they'd know every mining fella in town by sight, if you catch my drift. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town, wandering around, following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. Following, though, okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way. He's not. He can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about?
Miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility.
I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Okay, here's where we can push it a little.
Who was Wayne seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was Wayne seeing?
Whoa now. If you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block.
Okay, press him?
Try pressing them.
Yeah. Come on, don't dangle something like that.
Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. And here it is.
Yeah. Dot, dot, dot. As the miners turn to leave, you can't help but get the feeling that Isaacs has more to say. Let's slip him our contact info. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number on a scrap of paper. Here. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaac and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm.
Don't mention it.
I gotta say, like, they imply that Tabitha has been, like, systematically dating lots of minors, and she just
Yes.
does not strike me as the dating people
my
type.
theory as to why?
Uh,
She also talks about it at the end of this chapter. She also talks about a bunch of stuff that heavily implies she wanted children.
yes, I believe she has to have children.
So I think that she was with a lot of guys to try and
Yeah.
have a baby, and has been trying, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah. So weird. Should we check in? What's
I
up?
should probably check on the doorbell that just rang. I will be right back.
Ah, I thought you had a Tom for that.
I mean, I do, but if it's groceries, I kind of want to help take them up. Real
Okay.
quick, if you don't mind taking
Valid.
a quick break.
That is true. We can take a quick break.
Thank you.
Yep. I will just keep talking about the Tabitha theory here because I think you're right. I think she does want children in that she needs to have an heir for the mine. But considering we basically also have some sort of like creepy rituals that have been going on with the Scarlet family, probably deals with something bad and evil and those seals and stuff, and like my assumption is that she probably needs to do something to actually be able to make heirs for the Scarlet Mine. I just don't know what. Like, the first time I saw her talk to Sybil at the store in chapter 3, I thought she was in fact talking to Sybil about, like, baby making tea potions and stuff. But apparently it was not. It was weirder and creepier than that. But, you know, still kind of a thing. And, yeah, I don't know. I just, she does not strike me as the actually wanting to date anybody type. So I guess the theory that she was just dating all those people for the express purpose of getting knocked up is like, it's valid, but also I don't know, it is valid but also weird. While Pengu is away, I am going to save because I don't want to accidentally like lose things. Let's go back to here. And we haven't gotten anything new, but as a catch up for anybody who might be watching, we are powerful build, street smart, and keen eye, and we lost Gretchen in the woods and watched Duke put her out of her misery, and then punched a monster. So that's kind of where we're at, and we're doing this three trait run, so we don't get any good options at all. So I don't know how the end of chapter 2 is going to go without like any good options at all. Like, because Kenai is the one that actually kind of gives you the better option normally, but and there are many varieties of what can happen here, right? Because at the end of chapter 2, you could, if you get a good ending, the good ending is everybody gets out. Then there is the almost good ending, which is everybody gets out, but Rosalina have her foot amputated. And then there's the other two, like Alexis and what's the other girl's name? I don't remember. The really obnoxious girl. Anyway, the two of them are like left in the mines. So that's an option. Hello. I don't know if there's an option that like all three of them are stuck in the mines. I sort of don't know if I want to test that. Hey, I'm like just theorizing about what potential terrible endings chapter 2 can have without the ability to have a good ending. All right. Are we ready?
Yes, I got Ben and Jerry's cookie dough bites again for the first time in ages, and oh my gosh, I love them so much.
Are they cookies or ice cream?
The chunks that go in the ice cream.
Oh, cool. All right. Should we check in?
Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out.
Okay, so
I think we should talk to them without getting caught.
Yeah, because I think street smart is what does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And they say they're very loose-lipped. They say a lot of stuff.
Right. I'm talking to one last group of miners, and don't worry, I'll keep my eye on Tabitha's trailer. Good luck. Oh yeah, it's these guys.
Going around asking questions, huh?
Stella wasn't kidding when she said these miners were dangerously close to Tabitha's office. You take in your surroundings, making note of any shadows you can melt into at the first sign of trouble.
You don't look like you're from the inspector's office.
Let's start with something strange. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately?
All kinds of weird stuff happening in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean?
Any weird animal sightings?
I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. I'd say, yeah, why not?
Yeah. That wasn't a tumor, it was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in the animals.
I knew it. I knew there was something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There are things out in them woods nobody's ever seen before. It's still wild country, even if we've carved it into pieces. I know I, for one, ain't gonna go near them trees until some scientist folks come and sort out whatever's going on in there. Maybe I should cash in some sick days and go see my cousins in Nashville, just to be on the safe side. Yes, please do, sir.
Any noises from the woods?
All the time. Howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you.
It was probably a ditchling, a portent of doom.
A what now? Ditchlings? My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claimed she saw one once, and that's why she always had such bad luck.
Guess it's not just my mom.
And that's the only time in the entire game, I believe, that you actually get additional confirmation of it.
Right, not being just something like Sybil made up. Or
Yeah.
only Sybil knows about. Yeah. Have you heard any knocking in the mines?
You asking us if we've heard the Tommyknockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All us who was here before the machine got brought in know the Tommyknockers. What a nuisance! Always stealing my hammers. It's true. Had a pickaxe stolen too. And when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video.
You better not be thinking of going into these old mine shafts alone.
I could always use a partner in crime.
I am going to wind up going down there with you, aren't I? People getting sick?
I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual.
That's all on that front.
Sure.
Alright, let's go about Sam Wayne. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne?
Oh, he got himself into trouble, did he? Didn't he? Why? You seen him around? What's that young buck up to?
Oh, good God. Okay. How about
There's so many options, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been doing his slasher movie. I was gonna say, what do you think he's been up to?
I mean, the nasty spat with the X also is a potential font for information.
Oh, that's true. Let's do that one instead, yeah. I've heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex and disappeared not long after.
Ha! You mean the boss? As far as I know, that never ended.
Stella audibly gasps.
Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of that, a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh my God, gross.
As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest bit of interest in you. Or any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question, did she run him off, or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him?
Are you talking? Yes, I'm just laughing about the bottom one.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about Tabitha?
Yup. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud.
You good, Stella?
Yeah, I just had no idea.
Okay, should we ask about Tabitha?
Might as well. These guys are pretty open about it.
Yeah, it's
so.
true. So, what do you think of Tabitha? The two men shift uncomfortably.
Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is, a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are going to have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're going to be next if you keep up that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes.
That's all. Thanks for the help.
My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, you just let us know and we'll whip him into shape. Streamer, I think we've got a problem.
By the time Stella finishes the sentence, you've already ducked around a corner and out of sight. We don't want to be caught, right?
Mm-mm.
Nope. You continue back towards Stella and Kanika, moving from shadow to shadow and keeping out of sight.
Not if we want Tabitha to like us.
Yeah, right? You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill.
Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina.
Wait, really? What is she doing here? Oh, we have to say this top one. Like we have to. Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency?
Only one way to find out. Let's go after her.
You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't.
I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days.
But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine.
I mean, that would be very fitting for the personality we've been going
Yeah. Cool. It's been ages since I've had a chance to get some good spelunking in. Well, at least we'll have a good guide down there in case things go south.
Whoa, are you sure you want to tag along, Meeks? Streamer and I can handle this on our own.
Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground.
Also, I want to apologize. I hope it wasn't too annoying that I was noshing on apple slices.
I didn't notice, so, you know.
Oh, good. Cool.
Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this.
So, I'm gonna say we should call her, but I'm gonna leave it up to you whether we wait for her or go in after just letting her know.
Okay. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. Do you want to be Tabitha? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been Tabitha.
Yeah.
So what is it? I'm in a meeting.
A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know.
What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen.
Okay, so on the one hand, waiting for her, especially telling her we'll wait and waiting for her, like, makes her very disposed towards us.
Yes.
Which I think we want. Because
Yeah.
that's our only chance in Chapter 3 to make it not suck. And I think she
Yeah,
also
I mean,
is helpful
she'll
in the
be-
mine, too.
A little grateful that you called her, but she'll be a lot grateful if you wait for her.
Yeah. Okay.
I do think no need to get snarky, though.
Yeah. No need to get snarky. I'll wait.
Good.
Tabitha hangs up on you. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. We have a ditchling.
Oh, yep.
I think it's the only one, though. Yeah, and we have
So
a
far.
yeah, we have one ditchling and no Wayne here. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements.
Huh. You actually waited for me. I don't know what to say.
It's cousin bonding time.
I think either cousin bonding time or it's nice to see you too, Tabitha. Because I think, yeah, of course, why wouldn't I have waited? She just gets annoyed at you. She's like, because of
yeah.
what you did yesterday?
I think it's nice to see you too is the way to go. Yeah. It's nice to see you too, Tabitha. Tabitha sighs.
Come on, let's get this over with. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way.
Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. This is a rare place where your well-muscled frame feels like it might be more of a hindrance than a help.
Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up?
I mean, I'm assuming this one.
Yeah, you might as well. You know the answer, so.
Yeah, because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people.
168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. I'd go with the keen eye here.
Yeah. You spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you?
I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due.
Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine.
I'd be one of the top two.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way.
Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument.
Alright, so we should talk about splitting the teams. I'll do Becca, because I do that voice.
Okay, I can do Alexis.
Alright, and I can do Miles, because I did him before.
Right. Do you want to do Rosalina or Zach? Is that his name?
Oh, Zane.
Zane.
I hate doing Zane, because I always try to do a stoner voice, and I'm really bad at it.
I'll do Zane.
Okay.
I am also bad at stoner voices, and I don't do voices very much, but I'll do Zane.
But yes, so that solves, not doing voices solves that problem.
Yes. Okay, so I have Alexis and Zane. All right. I
can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're doing Alexis, right?
Yeah, but
That's Alexis.
think this is Rosalina.
Oh wait, no, you're right. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be.
You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much.
Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids.
Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you.
Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague.
Hmm. Let's explore what's the deal with you and Kanika. Right? Should
Yeah,
we? Yeah.
there's no reason why not.
Yeah. What's the deal with you and Kanika?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows?
Hmm.
I definitely don't do the second one. Or the
No.
third one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say either be honest about that or the top one.
Uh. Yeah. What do you think of Kanika?
I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. She thinks you're exploiting your
either
workers?
say that or say nothing.
Yeah, no. She thinks you're exploiting your workers.
I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that some people just aren't cut out for the job. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's move on. They're close. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach.
My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want.
Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand.
No, Alexis, he got promoted last month.
Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning.
What?
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey Tabby. Hey streamer. We thought we'd lost you there.
Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us.
Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point.
Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use.
Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling.
Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature.
Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too.
Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger.
I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die.
Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, what with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave. Much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my minds not a clear enough message for you? You're the bestest. I have been delivered a wonderful plate of French toast sticks because my husband is the bestest.
I can totally believe it.
I will get through this conversation first, and then once there's narration again, snack upon the deliciousness.
Excellent.
Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds.
Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where did you get that idea?
Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad.
So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable.
Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now.
Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina.
We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house.
They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup.
No, it isn't, Zane.
Rosalina deserves better.
I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property.
Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you.
He thinks our house is haunted.
Oh.
Wait, what?
And I should care because...
Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward.
Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something?
Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like, I'm still a little kid.
Ugh, you're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character.
Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals.
That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know.
I rest my case.
Wait, what did you say about child labor?
Honestly, I always pick the top one.
Which one?
Or how do you know there isn't a ghost?
Yeah, that's a good one. How do you know there isn't a ghost?
This is so good.
Sorry.
Now I want to go make French toast.
After this chapter.
Maybe. Yeah, and I mean, I had hamburger fried rice for dinner, so I've already made and had dinner, but
That's fair.
Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos?
that's a good question, Becca.
There is no ghost. There's no such thing as ghosts. Oscar is just lying.
Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyways, just to be sure?
Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost.
Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house.
There's no ghost that you know of? I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved.
You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch.
Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost.
I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up.
You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung, or gets crushed by rocks, or meets any of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines.
Like, valid.
Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises?
It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out.
Stella!
I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher.
Do you have no sense of self-preservation?
I want you out of here, Stella.
Aw, come on, Tabby. You can come along too.
If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in.
Sorry. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving.
Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out.
It'll be fun, Meeks.
It will not. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and, like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. I mean, yes, Miles, but also the way they went is right in front of you. Ugh, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era.
Didn't you just talk about how child labor was a good old days a minute ago?
I was trying to get you to leave my mine.
Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance.
We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times.
God, she's so stupid.
She is.
Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe.
Alexis is also a little.
Alexis has issues.
Yes.
Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way.
Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground.
Are those really your priorities right now?
Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mine. Except for you, streamer. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Yes, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow.
Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks.
I will happily escort these 2 knuckleheads out. Oh, Stella. ...
Sorry, I'm French toasting. I have no regrets. Alright. No. You are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella.
Aw, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out.
Tabitha sighs.
Ugh, there's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. I love her winking at you after she does the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Well, none of those fit the character personalities. And I don't
Yeah.
think it's really appropriate to get involved in their stuff.
Yeah. I
So
think,
just,
all right,
all right,
let's
let's
do.
do this.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we?
I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully soon.
For sure. We won't be long.
Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Oh, Zane. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head toward the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens.
All right, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way.
I'm just gonna press the content warning button again.
Yep.
Okay. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad?
We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella.
Tabitha, ...
Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations.
Do we want to ask Tabitha or Stella?
We can do both. Or neither.
I think I'm going to start with Stella. Dang, Stella, Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're on, like, every big podcast.
Thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel.
Okay. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? ...
I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know, you kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. ... Congratulations on your sponsor, though.
Okay, we're just gonna press on. Because I don't have a need to say
Yeah, that
either of
seems
those
fine.
things. You quietly press on. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another.
Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out.
Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds.
Did you guys see that?
No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me.
I have a bad habit of being like, I can't believe they're making us come down here.
I want to ask, what did they see?
Oh, sure, yeah.
What did they see?
Tommy knockers. It's not Tommy knockers. They're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got out of our sight, their bravado would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons.
Yeah. I think I'm going to talk about grounding.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're making us do this. They better get grounded when this is all said and done.
As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. Look on the bright side, streamer. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked.
Tabitha glares at Stella. I think we just keep moving.
Yeah.
We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors.
And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted.
Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge.
All right, let's do this.
Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. You walk to the ladder and climb down.
Sorry. Tom came in because he brought the maple syrup in here, so he came in to use the maple syrup, but he had more French toast in his hand, so I was idealistically hoping some of it was for me, but it was actually his share of French toast, and that's what that just happened. Don't mind.
I see.
And on that note, I'm going to take the maple syrup off of my desk so it stops sticking to things.
Yeah, that's
It is a
probably
ginormo
good. All you forever and ever. I cannot stand that stuff. Oh.
Fair enough. I didn't like it when I was younger, but
Yeah,
I
just
started. It's a kind of acquired taste for me.
yeah, I think it's an acquired taste for everybody, and I've just never really acquired it.
That's fair.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. Sorry for the interruption. Let us return. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on.
Pretty sure? I thought you'd been here before.
Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway.
Becca!
Yup, they're close, all right. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost.
The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Oh! Wait, what just happened? Oh!
Someone... Oh,
Thank you for following. I was like, I did not... I heard the
no.
music, but I didn't see things.
Nope.
Nope. You got it?
Nothing. Yep.
Ugh. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay. That happens.
It was briefly exciting.
It was briefly exciting, and then it was ads. Moving on.
Yep.
The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. All right, let's wrap ourselves in the darkness of the pit.
Hey, are you alright, streamer?
And bear witness.
What do you think you're doing? Get away from there.
Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Ah, there we go. Many arms and chains and the miners and the worm-eaten wood collapsing.
Streamer, are you all right? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out.
The first time I saw these, like, I didn't think they were like ghosts of the miners. I was like trying to figure out what the hell they were. They looked like giant glowing sperm, like with the heads and
They
the
are
tails.
rather abstract, but I do think the yellow bits are supposed to be their hat lights.
Yeah, I think you're right, but it's very like I thought they were ditchlings for a while. Like they're just very weird. But anyway,
I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise.
you fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors.
Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis.
I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina.
Alexis, why do you believe that?
Doesn't Kenai, like, let us not do that? Or did we miss that option?
No.
We just don't have that option. I wasn't sure if, like,
Never.
we didn't get that.
Yeah, no, they just skipped the option. Like, the option that you normally get from having Kenai just didn't happen.
Just didn't happen. Okay. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling, as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stands between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile.
God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't really have an opinion here.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe this one. Or maybe the vision one. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say the vision one.
Yeah, okay. I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too?
There's got to be fumes down here or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. In other words, yes, she did. And I'd say, how can you be sure?
Yeah. How can you be sure?
Look, this kind of thing happens in mines sometimes, especially when there's bad ventilation. Stop being weird, we're leaving. Because, like, I don't think she's intentionally gaslighting. I think she's just overwhelmed and doesn't want to believe that it was an actual mystical experience.
Yeah, I think you're right. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath, and it looks like she's been crying.
I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool.
The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall.
I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder, both of you. Oh, wait! Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is not be buried alive ourselves.
Okay. So if we take Rosalina and leave, we're okay, but they are trapped.
Yes, and we honestly still don't know what becomes of them.
Right. If we go after them, they're okay, and Rosalina has what happens to her happen to her. Which I think is probably the best way to go here.
I also think that it is the better way to go. And honestly, one of the reasons I'm leaning towards that choice is because if it is known that Tabitha went back for the kids, even if it's you pushing her to do so, like, it makes people think more highly of her, and I think she is unfairly judged negatively. So I think it would be nice.
Yeah, I think the strike is not as bad if she has.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
People will be like, "Oh, at least she went after those kids in the mines."
Yeah.
Pretty heroic thing to do.
Okay, let's do this.
Streamer, don't do this to me. And for this, I like their kids.
Yeah, they're kids, Tabitha. I'm not going to leave them down here.
Are you serious? Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry.
Rosalina runs back the way she came. You run after her. Whoa. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd be down here a million times already.
I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Streamer, if we get stuck down here... Definitely don't say the second thing. It'll make her super pissed. I'd say either I'm glad you decided to come along or nothing.
Not can you guys see these things?
Or can you guys... Yeah, you can do can you guys see these things.
Yeah. Can you guys see these things?
Like I said, there's probably a pocket of gas down here. In other words, yes.
Yes, yeah.
We're coming! Just stay where you are!
Rosalina, you came back.
I don't want to die down here!
I think then move is the way to go.
Yeah.
Then move.
Okay.
You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you.
All of you start climbing. Now.
Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. You follow suit and start climbing.
This way. Come on.
Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent her entire working life in and around coal mines.
Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God!
You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming in the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we've got to go faster.
We're almost there. I can see the entrance.
Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Press that content warning button again.
Yeah, and maybe don't hide that chat box.
Yeah, correct. And then the knocking fades, and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Rosalina, are you okay?
Clearly she's not okay, idiot!
Shut up, Becca! It was your idea to go down here in the first place. This is your fault.
Shit! Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls.
Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance.
Tabitha just stormed out of here. Are you... Oh my god.
Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance.
But that means the cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there to drink, right?
Becca, that doesn't matter.
If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know.
In the panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole.
She is a deeply awful and selfish person.
Yeah. She's a teenager. Like, not a very good teenager.
Sure, but not all teenagers are that freaking bad.
It's true.
She also has a really bad example in her mother.
Yeah, I mean, that is, you're not wrong there, and it's true. Not all teenagers are that bad.
I'm not saying that she doesn't have the capacity to improve. I'm just saying that right now she is awful.
Oh yeah,
She is incapable of feeling empathy for others.
I'm just saying, like, she is, like, she's on the not so good end of teenager, but, like, she's also pretty, like, exhibiting, like, pretty stereotypical, like, I have only a half-formed frontal lobe thing going.
Yeah, fair. The fact that her reaction, like...
Yeah, I mean, her reaction
to, like, Rosalina in this situation is, oh no, the cops are gonna be here and I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, which, like, to be fair, I think that's, like, not uncommon, is the thing. But also, she has, like, a shitty example of how to be a human.
Yeah, no, I do think it's mostly on her parents, particularly her mother. I'm just also saying that, like, her mother has been a terrible influence on her and has made her, so far, a bad person.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's...
I remember being a teen pretty well, and there are people who were bad people, even as teens.
Yeah, I feel like...
And it's just that teens have more of a capacity to improve.
Yeah, but also, like, less of a capacity to counteract the influence that, like, people like her mom are having.
Yeah, and it's one of those, you know, do I hope that she gets away from her parents someday and becomes better? Yes. Is she a horrible person that I would not want to be around at this time?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I just feel like, you know, the difference between being a decent human teenager and not a decent human teenager is also hampered by being a teenager.
I mean,
like,
sure. And it is also deeply affected by your influences, but, like...
Right. Well, and that's what I mean, right? Like, as an adult, I feel like I am much more able to see those influences for what they are and resist them. And as a teen, I don't think necessarily I could have. But that also goes both ways, right? Like, people who have the really good influences are, like, really good teens. And people who have...
I mean, maybe that's what it was for me. I just, like...
Yeah, that's the thing.
It may be harder for me to empathize
like, same, right? But I've also known some shitty teens.
Yeah. No, and I remember, like I said, I remember being a teen pretty well, and I remember how I was and how my friends were, and the problems that come with being a teen do not automatically include lack of empathy.
No, they don't, but they do make you much more selfish than not, because the part of your brain that makes you not is not fully developed. Now, the good influences on you are the sort that you also don't have much resistance against, just like the bad influences, but the good influences are the one where you're like, yes, I am a selfish teen, but I have been told that it looks bad when I do that, so I won't.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean...
It's not like the good teens have a really much more developed empathy and lack of selfishness thing, unless they, like, super grew up too fast and like, you know, had that. But they don't do this sort of thing because they've had better role models. Like, as a human, I don't behave this way. Right? I think that's much more of what's happening here, because teenagers... Like, it's not that teenagers are just super selfish. They're just...
My problem is her lack of empathy. Like, she's also kind of, like, the... Yes, she learned it from her mother, but, like,
I just think her
being
selfishness
a
and
bully
need to not
is a
be.
thing that is a little bit. I'm just saying there is some culpability on
Yeah.
the person who is being
Oh,
bullied.
oh, yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't have any culpability. She has all the culpability. I guess what I'm saying is that I find it a perfectly reasonable within the subset of things a teenager might do, a perfectly like fitting to that behavior to be like, oh my God, I can't get in trouble. Probably I'm gonna get severely punished. God knows her parents are horrible.
I mean, yeah.
And that overrides any like this person who is like not my friend but another human is in pain and in trouble. Like that self-preservation overrides it because I can totally imagine that her
I mean,
parents
it's
would
also
punish
possible
her
that
real
I'd be more
bad.
willing to give her that credit if we hadn't like seen it as a consistent behavior pattern.
That's true. That's valid. Like she is a shit person. She really
Yeah,
is.
no, she is at this time in her life an absolutely awful person, and while a lot of that is her parents' fault, it doesn't change the fact that she is.
Yeah.
And that is mostly where I am coming from.
Yeah, I guess mostly my thing is very much like a lot of that, like she is the way she is and it's terrible, but a lot of that is because she just doesn't have the tools to not be because of her situation and upbringing and age. Like maybe she will get those tools by growing up and get better, or maybe she won't, or maybe she won't take those tools and use them that way, but she doesn't necessarily have them at all.
I mean, I guess I have more sympathy on the. I mean, it's also possible that I am in the category of grew up too fast.
I mean, I know I am. Absolutely.
Because I
But
definitely had like childhood trauma.
right. Correct. Same. But like the thing here too to like look at is the difference between Becca and Alexis. They're seemingly the same age. They're seemingly in the same sort of clique, but Alexis clearly has a really good home life. Like,
That's true.
and we know that Becca doesn't. So
Well, like,
Alexis is
also,
not worried
Alexis
that
has
she'll be.
also got like. I actually view Alexis's issues as more typical to the like you're a dumb teenager experience because it's the fact
With
that
a
she can't bring herself to pull away from Becca.
good home life. She's not worried that her parents are gonna like beat her because she got caught drinking in a mine. And Becca is.
That's fair. I wasn't automatically reading that into that, but that's possible.
Right? Alexis is not worried about retribution from her parents. And the only thing Becca is worried about is getting punished. Not by the cops, but the cops telling her parents.
Right.
Right? And like, I remember being 6 and getting into like a terrible bike accident, and many surgeries followed that. And I very clearly remember that my first thought was that I ripped my outfit and my mother was going to be insanely angry. Not, I am bleeding, not, I am in pain and things are probably broken.
I mean, there's also a big difference between being 6 and 16. I mean, I don't know that they're 16. They might be like younger than that.
So they're ninth grade. She like Rosalina is an 8th grader. She's 13. They're 14.
I thought that they were like sophomores.
No, they're 1 year up. Or at least Alexis is. And there's implication that Alexis and Becca are in the same grade. Zane is older. And who knows about Miles. But like, you know, when your parents are the sort that punish you for things, that is the foremost thing on your mind. More than anything else. So I think that plays into it a lot. Like,
that's fair. I mean, this may
again,
land
it doesn't
the, like,
make her a
the old
shitty
phrase where
person,
it's
but
like, it's not your fault that you have tuberculosis, but that doesn't mean I have to let you cough on me.
Correct, right? Like I said, and Becca is totally a shitty person.
Yeah.
I just don't necessarily expect different from her from the way she's presented. Like,
that's fair. I just
yeah,
there
no.
are also
Yeah.
people who grow up in shitty situations who don't turn out like that.
I know, but I think they're the exception. I really do.
I know.
Because I think if they were the rule, we would have a much nicer world.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Right? Because, like, remember, bullies bully. They don't grow up in shitty situations and then are nicer people for it. You pass on your trauma, like you pass on your trauma to your children and to those around you.
Yeah, generational trauma.
Yeah. Also, people are why we can't have these nice things. Moving on. Kunika.
Yeah, all right. I don't think we were on deeply different pages there. I think we were just coming at it from different angles.
I think you're right. All right. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here.
I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're going to get you help. Everything's going to be okay.
All right, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're going to get you out of here and you're going to be just fine, okay? Streamer and Alexis will keep you safe until then.
Am I going to die?
Rosalina, don't say things like that.
I kind of like the powerful build. They're all good, but like, also street smart. I've seen people bounce back from worse. Like,
I think
that's kind of ominous, but no, I like that.
I think street smart is actually the way to go here. Or maybe powerful build.
I like powerful build.
Yeah, okay. No, I'll lift those boulders myself if I have to.
Thanks, streamer.
Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts.
If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry.
I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there.
It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to.
Rosalina pauses, catching her breath.
Thank you, streamer. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help.
You're very mature for your age.
I mean, that would fit with the conversation we just had.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like this one is the way to go here. Yeah. You should stop hanging out with Becca.
What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special?
She's probably right, though. If I were just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around down there, and you wouldn't have had to go after us, and then you wouldn't be... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me?
Yeah, still awake. Just hurts like hell.
Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand, tears streak down both their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives.
Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon.
They're over here, Earl.
Jesus H. Christ! You weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit before the ambulance, and it'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour.
Oh, hey, Puka.
You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here.
You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back.
What do you mean? I can't ride with her?
You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways.
Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it, right? Please, God!
Yes, sir, I promise you we're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good.
Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone.
I love you, Dad.
The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men.
What the hell happened in there? I'm a little tempted by a goddamn after-school special, but like,
I was
wouldn't-
just teens being teens is the one I was thinking of.
yeah.
Yeah. Just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there.
No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault. Okay, buddy, that's a big leap of logic, but we know that about Oscar. He is very self-blaming.
Yeah, I mean, humans. Yeah.
Yep. Oscar. I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time.
She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you.
No comment. But after tonight, I don't know.
Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you.
Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've gotta go.
Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her.
Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face.
Also, I see your blossoming romance. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Yeah, I am on the Rosalina and Alexis ship so hard.
Absolutely. Like, they're very cute and very pure, and they have crushes on each other.
They
and
hold
do have
hands.
sweet dates.
They hold hands. It's adorable.
Yes.
I love the ditchlings, your vision. I think that the vision is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, small bean lesbians. That's right. Lesbians. Thank you, Puka. Now I'm gonna have that in my head forever.
Oh, small lesbians. I like that. I didn't see Puka there at first.
Yes, lesbians.
Hello, Pukara.
You did. You
we were,
had.
in fact, in a very cinematic moment, which is why I think we missed the chat.
I said hi.
Oh, sorry. I missed it. I was too wrapped up.
I'm thinking the first thing I'm gonna start with is our visions.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. There was a stone carving on the wall in that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just autosuggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. Oh my god, why do I have hiccups?
Oh no.
I'm gonna drink
I don't know,
fluids.
Neeks. You weren't down there. Streamer and Tabby had like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie.
Just because they passed out and had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't autosuggestion.
The entities?
Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure Tabitha and I saw some ghosts down there. They were right behind you, right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them?
Whoa. I didn't see anything other than the two of you in that carpet. That's super weird.
I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. I'm gonna, just make sure that we're not having like a random wane or anything. Okay, I don't think we are.
Surprisingly, I don't see him.
No, he did just get punched.
That's true. Well, he kind of dodged, but he got his veil ripped off.
Yes, that's true.
So he needs a new one. Anyway, You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts?
Oh, Stella. Everything that happened down there centered around the main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff.
Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I feel like that. How is she supposed to be sure? She's not going to be any more sure than you are.
Yeah, I desperately miss having Mystic here.
Oh yeah, fair.
Because that's the stuff that tells us, oh yeah, Charles Shaw didn't do it.
Well, we'll get that from the haunting too, so.
That's true. Alright, I think we're skipping Tommyknockers. Do you think Rosalina is going to be okay?
The paramedics said she was stable. Oh no, that's Stella's I'm not okay face.
Yeah. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. Ditchlings?
Either do you think it's over or that was too easy?
I think that was too easy. That was too easy to be our ditchling problem.
Yeah, I think you're right. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions, too. Even more than we had this morning, and we had a lot of questions this morning.
This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right? I think I'm not going to ask
about... don't do that.
Yeah. That's just
cool.
stupid. Yeah. Yeah. What happens now?
What happens now? We go home.
Now hold on a minute. I figure you do the yeah. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet.
Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here.
Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too.
Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all.
This is our first encounter with the cops, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson, but you can call me Earl.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me.
Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Streamer's family happens to own? Okay, doesn't our family own most of the town?
I mean, yes, but...
Yeah. And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Streamer happened to be in there with them at the time of said collapse?
I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar. Though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Streamer, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah. I do feel like, why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. What do you think we did?
I was thinking we saw the teens, yeah. We saw some teens sneak into abandoned mines, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see.
Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law.
Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening. But we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson.
I enjoy my Earl voice, though.
I enjoy your Earl voice also. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika.
I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Meeks?
Stella, no, you did your best. It's not your fault.
Oh, hey. Oh no, Stella's not okay face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they gonna take you in for being present at an accident?
Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know?
Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now, come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, streamer? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go.
Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm.
I like the top two.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, guys. You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Oh.
I don't think going right in for the right. I think right now is the wrong time for the
Yep.
conversation.
Yep.
Maybe, how are you holding up?
Yeah, or sorry about today.
I think, how are you holding up?
Yeah. How are you holding up?
Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it.
Either poor Rosalina, poor Oscar, or why did you treat Stella?
Maybe ask her about Stella.
Yeah. Why did you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends?
It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. Honestly, I kind of don't want to poke her that much. This was pretty stressful for everyone.
Yeah, I think maybe sorry about today. Or maybe not even, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, the question is, are you apologizing in the, gosh, this sucks, I'm sorry you had to go through it, or are you apologizing, I'm sorry for what I did? Because I don't think you have anything to apologize for.
No, I was thinking it's much more of a, God, this sucks. But, I don't know.
I worry it's more of a...
What? Yeah, you're right. Let's just ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold onto the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertone of mildew and wood rot.
Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. I'll see you in the morning.
Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated.
But she likes us.
Oh, excuse me. She does like us.
We have definitely succeeded in get Tabitha to like us.
Yes. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Kanika. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road.
I saw them again, too.
Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. WTF? Those things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are.
I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse.
No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread bawling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Wouldn't it be interesting if Frou Frou was like actually Wayne, and just
That
had
would
the
be really weird. I think talk to animals makes me rule that out.
yeah, okay,
I
fine.
just
You're
can't
not
picture
wrong.
Wayne being snooty
A
and
snooty French cat. Yeah, valid.
Yeah.
Valid. Okay, this is our ending sequence of chapter 2. As we see sad Tabitha.
Yep.
And a terrible broken down estate. And a trip down into the basement, which we have not done yet. But it does imply that there's a magic wall we care about in the basement.
Yes.
And I think that's coming in chapter 5. Okay, so I got Inspector Clouseau, finished episode 2 with Kenai as one of your... that went away. Hang on. And, yeah, and no, finish episode 2 in hardcode mode.
Yep. Which will be followed by no, and no.
Yeah, I have not done that yet. So, I am excited about this.
Oh, Pooker wrote Sadatha.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
it is Sadatha.
Yes, it is Sadatha, and I adore that. Creepy
Yeah.
basement is creepy.
I honestly, even the parts where she's like obviously keeping some stuff from you, my genuine belief is that she is not doing it out of malice. She is doing it to try and not involve you in the shit she's had to deal with.
Yeah, I feel like she is aware of the like terrible family obligations shit show that she's inherited, and she like seriously hates it and doesn't want to involve you because like you got out.
Yep.
And
That's definitely my read on it.
yeah. All right, I need to save. Definitely need to save.
Alrighty. Well, I think we don't have another one on the schedule, but we can work that out off stream.
Yeah, we can work that out off stream, and it's 9:20, so I think
more.
we're not. I don't think we're starting 3 today. Let's see. She's
No,
sure there's some BS and is not happy someone is strapped in it with her. Yeah. Well, and also like, she's keeping the weird ass sacrificial goat and getting like instructions from Sybil on how to magically feed it herbs and shit. So
And she probably does know a little bit more about Wayne than she admits to, even if you are in full friendship with her, and you
Yeah.
if you are full friendship with her and you hang out with her on day 3 and you have street smart, you can tell she is absolutely telling the truth that she does not know for sure what happened to Sam Wayne. She was not involved in whatever happened to him.
Yeah, I think
But I think she suspects.
Perlen was involved with him, is what
Yes.
happened.
I think she knows Pearland was involved, and she has her suspicions. And she might have a theory. She might know about whatever Wayne has taken over for. Like, because there's clearly
Yeah.
some entity related to the Scarlet Hollow family. Like, I think that it is the same entity that, like, whatever happened to Teddy is the same as what happened to Wayne.
The thing behind all the locks?
Yes, and I think Tabitha knows about that, but doesn't know for sure that that's what happens to Wayne and really doesn't want to think about it too hard.
Right. And I'm not sure she knows fully what it is, just that it's there.
Yeah.
But I think when she watches what happened to Charlie, my assumption is that she's thinking that's what happened to Wayne.
Yeah. Or something similar.
Or something similar.
And yes, Pukura, play more.
Yes, play more. Play on stream.
We will watch you.
Yeah, but in the meanwhile, I think we're good for now, and we'll figure out when to do chapter 3. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with us, folks, for the past 2 hours. And yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah.
And bye.